Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. Make sure you leave your comments below. I love reading them all. So we are getting into the life path twos, all right? So your card, diplomatic, equality, value relationships, feminine energy. You are a lover. All right, so main issue with twos is that you guys are super empathic. So you really take on other people's energy even when you're not supposed to, or when it's harmful to you. So these readings are about emotions from a past event that, or circumstances that, or past event or circumstance that keeps rising to the surface. For you guys, I definitely got love. It absolutely feels like a relationship. Could or could not be, but I do get that you guys had a harmful breakup and that you are doubting your soulmate. So we're going to get into that event here. So Spirit told me to tell you to only accept the love that you deserve, okay? And that they can't come back. All right, I heard that shit very clearly. Only accept the love that you deserve. We have actions holding you back right now, and what you'll miss out on if you continue down this path, down this road. Now, y'all, I got Love Ballad by LTD for your channel song. I ain't heard that song in years, and it turns out it came out in 1976. That is before I was born, but it is a really good song, so I want to make sure that you guys do listen to that. I'm going to apologize in advance, y'all, because for whatever reason, you got two wisdom chakra cards. So we are talking about the second quarter of 2023. So let's go ahead and get into that. Let's start with your wisdom chakra cards. So the first one, we got sixth chakra, third eye chakra, imagination. I'm just going to read through these really quick because it's two of them. I use my imagination as I create and pursue my dreams and wishes. I ask myself, what do I want? My thoughts create my reality at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. I use this power to create harmonious relationships between all these levels. I imagine the life I would like to have, and I encourage my thoughts to be truthful, wise, and discerning. In the quietness of meditation, I see and hear the truth, okay? As they used to say in my church, amen, saints, amen, okay? So definitely being discerning is important. It's also important to use your imagination because, like it says here, is it creates reality on physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. All of them are important. Every part of yourself is important. There's no part of you that you should just be like leaving out or considering it a throwaway. All of you makes you you. And I really feel like you guys have this old love, past love dragging on your energy. I wholly feel like they're still there. I absolutely feel like this person, whoever broke your heart, is still in your life for whatever reason. You've been pacifying their bullshit and it needs to stop. So we have fifth chakra, throat chakra, expressing my feelings. I allow my emotions to be fully experienced. I acknowledge feelings of grief, anger, or fear, and I make a conscious effort to express my emotions or resolve them within myself so that I can move forward freely. I let the unconditional love experienced in my heart be expressed through my voice and my creativity. I let those close to me know how much I love and care for them. I forgive all those who have done me wrong in the past, as well as forgiving myself, as I could not have responded in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. Don't hold on to past mistakes. A lot of times we'll run into people who will be like, oh, well, you did this, so you never deserve to get over that. And I mean, honestly, unless you like violated somebody in a very bad way, you know what I'm saying, like you can move past it. And even that you can move past, although you know the karma for that is going to be very harsh. It's something that you can move on from. So since you guys are empaths, you can tend to not acknowledge your emotions, whether you are acknowledging emotions that you feel for someone else or emotions that you feel for yourself. You have to make sure that you are acknowledging them. All right, because a lot of times as empaths, we'll get confused when we're feeling someone else's emotions, and you definitely don't want to be in that energy where if somebody else is angry that you feel it so much that you become angry. You also want to express your love, hurt, and pain if somebody crosses you or something like that. You want to make sure that you tell them how you feel, let them know how you feel. They might not necessarily care. It's not your job to make them care. It's your job to express yourself fully so that you can move on. So for our first pile, we are talking about the harmful breakup or the event that has you doubting that soulmates even exist, right? So we have rescue in reverse, number 16. I'm about to read this, y'all. Sorry. These cards don't come up in reverse enough for me to know. Ooh, reverse. Are you trying to rescue another? Do you believe your love can change someone and miraculously heal this person? Or are you waiting to be rescued? Do you believe that someone will sweep you off your feet and take away all of your troubles? Reverse rescue card cautions you against romanticizing your situation right now. Look closely and see reality as it is rather than the illusion of how you like it to be. You need to step back and rescue yourself. Trust that spirit will guide you to expose the illusion so that you may discern the difference between truth and fantasy. The bottom line is this person has already hurt you, has already put you in a negative space. I don't know if you guys are like literally in this relationship right now or waiting for them to come back. But it is giving very toxic. And at the end of the day, we are over here with your soulmate waiting for you. So you don't want to be caught up in some BS and not being able to take on your soulmate, right? So I have relieved here. I really feel like you guys are the rescuers in this situation. You want to relieve people of their pain. You want to relieve people of their stress. Even when they are a little bit harmful to you, you can still be like, oh, well, I love them. Oh, it's my mom. Oh, it's my sibling, you know? Like, no. If people are going to hurt you with no care in the world, it is not your job to continue to care about them. Like, they're not 5-year-olds. They are grown adults, okay? Grown fucking adults who should know better and know how to treat people. At the very least, the golden rule: treat people the way you want to be treated. Like, my goal or my saying is treat people the way you want to be treated, and when you can't, leave them the hell alone. Just leave them alone. Don't even bother with them, because they're going to end up bringing you down. But at the end of the day, you did see yourself kind of as this person's savior. Again, real heroes save themselves. They don't save other people. You're never gonna get some huge amount of karma for being somebody's doormat for so long. It's not gonna suddenly open up and be like, oh yeah, now that I've been your doormat, now I'm great and I'm gonna have this great karma. No, the karma you're putting on yourself is that you don't matter, right? And that's the karma you put on yourself, because everybody doesn't feel that way, but your actions are showing that everybody else is more important than you, and that's not energy that you want. All right, so we have the dice and we have the key. We have 8 of Pentacles. I really feel like with this, it feels like you gambled on somebody, right? You took a gamble, you took a chance. It ended up not being worth it. It is not much more I can say about that. It just ended up not being worth the gamble that you took. And I also see that you have placed the key to your happiness in someone else's hands. You have, and this is the past, this is the circumstance that happened. You kind of put your gift. I do love all the numbers, y'all. I do like the number 10 because I really feel like, okay, so 1010 is patience, right? And the reason why is because 10 represents this stagnant period, this, I'm moving from one place to another, but before I go there, I have to get myself together. You guys may have been stuck in this relationship. Capricorn energy, I'm just going to tell y'all, speaking from the point of view of a Capricorn, we can get complacent in relationships, right? Whatever's going on there, we're just like, okay, whatever, because it takes so much work to get out and do something else, and sometimes we don't always feel like it's worth it. You gotta be pressure to just walk away and move the hell on. One thing is also in tarot that the devil is represented in Capricorn, right? So the devil is Capricorn. The devil represents attachments, commitments, right? It also represents kind of like this strain. You guys may feel caged by the situation. The Eight of Pentacles is all about working and kind of like building on a skill, right? So you guys have been in this relationship building on this skill or whatever the case may be, and feeling like it's gonna make it better, whatever. It was a waste of time. And I say that not meaning that you actually wasted your time, but it feels like a waste of time. Whatever relationship we're in, whatever we're doing, is always a purpose for it. It's not really ever a waste of time. But continuing down this path is not going to be good for you. All right, so we got us a little 2. I'm happy about that. We got a 2. 2 is you. All right. So being in this situation here, it definitely feels like you did not see the light, right? The Hermit is all about finding your inner light. The Hermit can also be depressed and reclusive. I've seen this, and I think the girl's name is Natalie. She's on TikTok and YouTube, and she just talks about women and relationships. And she said something about your home being a prison, right? Not feeling happy at home, not feeling peace at home. I forgot the exact message that she said, but it is true, right? They say home is where the heart is. Home is a place of love and comfort. Home is not a place where you should be arguing, fighting, feeling like you're not welcome or anything like that. Definitely feels like a situation that you guys didn't need to run away from. And it was good that you left and got out of there. Heartbreak and fighting. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of fighting. That's what I'm getting. This was something that was never going to work out because you were trying to be somebody's parent, trying to tell them what to do, trying to tell them how to move, when at the end of the day, like I always tell you guys, you don't know what somebody else's path is. Like, you guys can be on this journey to start a business together, right? But you don't actually know what their destiny is, what their path is, right? I can read your whole chart to you, and your path is going to be your path. Your destiny is going to be your destiny. And I'm not necessarily going to know just because I went through your numerology chart, but it gives you an idea. Everybody is an individual, and you do have to respect that. And you have to also respect that just like nobody knows what you're thinking, you don't know what other people are thinking. You could feel their emotions, right? But when somebody's hiding something, it feels like they're hiding something. You don't necessarily know what they're hiding, if that makes sense. So you're not able to read minds completely, although your intuition is on point. So I don't want you guys to ever discount your intuition or your gut feeling. If it feels like somebody is lying to you, they're lying to you. Period. They're not being honest. So this pile, I got irritated. Actions holding you back, and irritated came up. I think that is hilarious because irritated is my claim to fame, and it's the step before being angry, honestly. First you're irritated, then you get mad because somebody's poking the bear and you're that bear. So sitting in this irritated energy is very harmful to you. I feel like anger is one of those emotions that are almost useless and can lead you to doing things that you're not proud of, or things that you don't really want to do, like spur of the moment type energy. All right, so we got mountain and we got the number 6, right? We had 16 earlier, not 6. Let me just check. Got the 9. Oh, we did have 6 in this 33. We sure did. Okay, so you guys have 3 coming up quite often already. I see a lot of 3s, and then I see 6. So 6 kind of feels like your counterpart to me. I think a life path 2 probably would work out well with a life path 6, because 6 is this social number. 6 is this number about love, about kind of like this balance. But the issue is that you guys aren't balanced. The issue is that you are being blocked by something, and you are trying to see your way out of this darkness, but it's pretty dark. So we got the moon here, which for whatever reason is still giving me the vibe of the hermit, that you guys are responsible for kind of like moving out of that darkness for yourself. And then I feel like some of you guys feel stuck in it. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, it's still just going to be dark. And then that leads me back to what I was saying about not believing that you have a soulmate. I'm telling you guys that your soulmate is on their way. Okay, if you are with your soulmate and still dealing with like some asshole, they have to go. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you guys are not always getting along, I am not talking about abuse, not talking about gaslighting, physical, mental, emotional abuse or cheating or anything like that. But if you guys are getting into it, arguments and all of that, but you're like, okay, well, I really want to be with this person, you are going to have to find a way to open up and heal that harmful part of you, and kind of like lead by example. Okay. So we got the Ace of Swords and we got the Queen of Swords. I like Swords energy a lot, but what I'm getting here is that you are a know-it-all. The Queen of Swords can be very harsh with her words. And although you guys may not be doing this to a partner, you are harsh with your words to somebody. You feel like the truth prevails and it's okay as long as you're telling the truth, and that's just not true. Okay, sometimes just because it's the truth does not mean that you should say it. Okay, if your mom asks you, do she look fat in this dress, you probably should say no. You look beautiful, or no, but I think I would like this dress, or let me adjust it a little bit, let me see if I can get it to work. Or just be like, you know what? I don't like how that looks on you. It looks weird. Do you have something else? It's not necessary to be mean. The Queen of Swords can be mean. She can just be downright mean. And having this lack of expressing your own emotion, okay? So how I feel inside about what's going on with me, not necessarily, hey, how I feel about you. Because that's not always necessary. Like I talk about in relationships, when we're into it with somebody, right, we don't point the finger, right? Well, you did this and you did that and you. It feels attacking. You need to come up with a way to not blame but express your feelings. It's like, yeah, I know you probably didn't mean it like that, or even if you don't preface it with that, it's like, I don't like being told what to do. Like, I honestly don't like being told what to do. If my husband turns around and be like, hey, do this, I'm gonna look at him and literally say, don't tell me what to do. And it's something that we'll laugh about, but it's just a habit, right, that he needed to kill, because I'm not, you telling me to do some shit, I'm not gonna do it. You ask me to do it, 9 chances out of 10 I'll get it done. But that is a past trauma for me. So when I'm like, hey, don't tell me what to do, it's not in a way to be like, hey, you did this and you did that. It's not like that. It's just that I don't like it. I can't handle it. It triggers me. So I would appreciate it if you don't do it. And he doesn't. Just like that. Just as simple as that. It's not even rocket science or anything like that. When you care about somebody, don't point the finger at them. Don't play the blame game. How you feel is how you feel. Your feelings are valid. But just because somebody makes you feel a certain way, it doesn't mean that that was their intentions. And you need to make sure that you're not being like, hey, you did this on purpose to hurt me, because that can cause more problems. It's not going to fix things for you. Look at y'all. Y'all got another 6. Hey, with a little heart. Outer spirit, you are never alone. Somebody really loves you. Again, I don't know if this person is coming in. I mean, for some of you guys, this person is coming in. For some of you guys, this person is already there. But you are doubting because of some issues that you had in the past in your relationships. But just know you are never alone. And this isn't just spirit, or I should say, this isn't just that you have the community you need, but it is your spirit guides, angel guides, or whatever are always looking out for you, always having your back, always trying to push you in the correct direction. I do feel in this instance that there is literally somebody that is holding you back. I feel like you have somebody that is just on your side or by your side that you just don't want to let go. And you are going to have to, because they clash. For some of you guys, I'm definitely feeling some kind of family that likes to interrupt your relationship. Honey, what was that movie that just came out that had Miami in it? And Lauren London, when she was dating the white dude and they families was out of their damn mind, I told my husband, I'm like, I would have cut their ass off. I'm not even finna play no games with you. If I find somebody that I care about and you want to be messy and all that shit, you can go. You can go, because at the end of the day, I'm not spending my life laying down with my family. I'm not getting into bills and financial shit. I'm not traveling the world where I am not doing it. So if you want to be funny acting and all of that, you can go. And you guys have somebody that's real funny acting and they need to be put in their place, like right now. Like you have to put them in their place. Like they're irritating the hell out of you. They're putting mountains in front of your way. They're creating this issue where you have to be harsh. Remember I said, treat people how you want to be treated, and when you can't, leave them alone. So if you find that you always have to be harsh to somebody or something, leave them alone. Back in the day when I used to have Facebook and people shit used to pop up, and I always, like, every time it popped up, I just wanted to go off on them or put me in a bad state. So I blocked them. I either blocked them or I hid them or whatever, so I wouldn't see their shit. Because if you're bringing negativity to my energy, you have to go. And you guys have to identify that. All right, so we got another 16. We had 16 earlier with the rescue. So I am thinking back to rescue. And then we got home, which I did discuss with you before. You guys need to, and I see you've been reconsidering what you want your home life to look like. The benefits that you want to give to yourself. You guys are in a tough space. But like I said, at home you should feel some peace, right? We have King of Cups here. So with the King of Cups and expressing my feelings, the King of Cups is somebody who only expresses their feelings when it's necessary, when they feel the vibe, when it's going to get them somewhere. Can be a little bit manipulative. If it's on the negative end of things. But at the end of the day, the King of Cups is very emotional, but doesn't always show their emotion. You have been so used to pushing your feelings down that you have almost forgotten how to express them. And as a life path 2, you can't live like that. You literally can't. It's damaging your soul. You're taking hits to your soul. Hits. I don't know why Spirit's saying take a trinket. I've been looking at these trinkets all day. Let me take one. Trinket. Ooh, so we got an anchor. Ooh, and we have a bat. Bat spirit. In this deck, bat spirit says a rebirth is assured, right? And then we have an anchor. So I get you guys are trying to come out in the middle of this rebirth, but you're being held back, you're being held down. Kind of be staying in a dark place. The Knight of Swords is definitely giving gaslighting energy. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So actions holding you back. You guys are allowing somebody to gaslight you. And I'm almost positive this is the first time I read this card as gaslighting, but it is. And you are allowing somebody to breadcrumb you, only give you just enough to keep you around, to make you stay, to make them feel like, but their actions are not what you need. So you really need to take another look and reevaluate what's going on here, because I don't like it. I do not like it. And let me just tell you something about people who abuse the vulnerable. They have hell to pay. And when I say vulnerable, the love that you give to people, the opening that you give to allow people into your life, into your feelings and all of that, those are your vulnerabilities, for real. So one thing that I didn't say, that I usually say when I use these cards, these are my first tarot cards. So they have novice energy. And so when I use them, it's really that you need to rethink things and come to a place where things are new. Look at it from the outside perspective, not as if you know everything. Oh, so this last pile is what you'll miss out on with this attitude. So if you stay stuck in the bullshit, you're going to miss out on the field of dreams. These eggs here are intentions, and these fairies here are going to carry your intentions. Damn. We got thoughtful. You know how people say if you don't use it, you lose it. It goes with intuition, it goes with your muscles, it goes with your learning, brain, and all of that. You guys need to take advantage of your intuition, your thoughts, your dreams. You need to move forward and focus on, I'm getting like some kind of talent that you have that you've been putting on the back burner because maybe people didn't agree with it, or they're like, oh, it won't make any money, or whatever the smart ass case may be. Okay, so we got the Stork, we got the Queen of Hearts, we have House here. I mean, home keeps coming out, guys. It really does. I really want you guys to be happy. And I want you to, at the very least, when you have a bad day, you should be able to go home and be like, take a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Because home should be that place, right? But if you stay in this irritated energy, hanging out with these narcs and toxic people and the flying monkeys and all of that, they're going to hold you back, and they're going to hold you down. And I really get that you guys may have had that original breakup because you were listening to family, or friends or whatever, listening to people close to you that honestly, they don't know what the hell you should be doing, so they shouldn't be telling you. Okay, so the Stork brings new gifts, brings new life. Queen of Cups is somebody who is very nurturing, right? So I do feel like this is you getting back to that nurturing side of yourself, that side of you that just loves and cares and not always worried about what someone else is going to do or what someone else's intentions are, because you can feel them. Now, if you have been ignoring, right, because we have diplomatic, so y'all kind of like want people to get along. If you have been ignoring the intuition you get about other people's intentions, that is going to harm you in the end. It just is. It's going to be something that you lose, right? Then you won't even be able to know what people's intentions are because you don't care. You're just ignoring them. Inspiration. We got another 2. So for my Master Life Path 11. So inspiration, not only you being an inspiration, but also you being inspired by others, and really just getting to know where you are and what you need. So that is very important. We got the Ace of Wands and we got the Seven of Swords. So Ace of Wands, it says new beginnings, birth, new ideas, creation. The wands are about actions. So these are new inspiration to push you to go in a certain direction. So now the Seven of Swords is a card that represents gathering information, gathering ideas. It can be a thief or somebody being sneaky. But in this case, I don't read it like that. I do feel that you guys have been ignoring something, right? And if you continue to ignore it, like we saw that Two of Swords, you're not going to see the truth. So definitely this is an idea that you're going to miss out on learning the truth and knowing the truth. Damn. So we got Five of Swords and we have the Queen of Spades. Five of Swords is in reverse. All right. And you know what? This is giving a vibe of just giving up. The Queen of Wands is a master manifester. So what are you gonna miss out on, right? This manifesting energy that you can do whatever you put your mind to. And I hate to say it like this, but I also get the vibe of seeing somebody be defeated. Seeing someone who hurt you be ultimately defeated. And unable to prosper and all of that. It looks like whatever this is, you're going to see somebody's karma with your own eyes. And I'm going to say this because when it comes to tarot, people love to see what other people's karma is going to be. But as an empath, it hurts, right? But it's something that you need to see. You need, for whatever reason, you need to see this person get their karma. And it's just as simple as that. I don't think that you should hang your healing or forgiveness or anything like that up on somebody getting the things that they deserve. However, this is something you're going to be able to see. And it's not only to help you heal, but it's also to help you learn and figure out, which direction you should actually be headed in or going in. All right. So anyway, that is all I got for y'all for my Life Path 2s. Make sure you subscribe, share, leave your comments below. And remember, happiness is always the goal, guys. I'll see you next time.